Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready.
What is up, everybody? Sorry for the wait. We had a little bit of a discussion here on what we should do specifically as the word to kind of events planned for today. We weren't completely sure what was going to happen here for a moment, but we decided to just run with it. So maybe the stream will just suddenly shut down and somebody else will take over for another event. But if that's the case, then we're just going to hop onto the B stream and we're going to have a fun little story for you all on the B stream. Also, there's a 2-minute delay. 2-minute delay, so you know what? You might not even hear me say all of this. Anyway, yeah, we're just waiting for these players. Let me start an actual conversation here with Canuck as well, because he's not in the call yet. Wanna get in the call? I'm already kinda live and stuff. Talking. There we go. Let's see if he joins in. So yeah, what's up, everybody? How you doing today? It was a little bit of a surprise stream for me. Wasn't expecting it, honestly. I didn't really know. I don't stay in the loop well enough because I am, well, not well informed about stuff. Alright. Let me get Canuck into this. Let me get him in. Hello?
What's good?
Ah, there he is. What's up, buddy?
Hey, yo. I'm doing great. How are you, my beautiful man?
I'm doing alright. Doing alright. You know, just chilling. Happy to have a little bit of StarCraft 2 casting today, actually. Wasn't expecting it. And Mkers versus Alpha X as well.
Yeah. A legendary battle, to say the least. Many times have these two titans clashed, with each side taking an edge off the other a time or two.
Yeah? Have you seen the lineups as well already?
I did, but I didn't actually read the lineups. So let's take a look.
We have Estrella versus Max Pax. Then we have Cuddlebear versus Showtime. Afterwards, followed in a TVP battle, Vindicta versus Sol. And then we finish things off with Asuna versus Aquiron. Aquiron.
Oh, baby. And this is best of
5?
Best of 5. Yes, that's how that works.
Yep.
Cool. Numbers. I tend to like to be a numbers guy, but then it was a struggle for some odd reason. But no longer.
A best of 10? Wait, what?
Best of 420, I say, but
Woo!
that would take a while.
Meme's hitting hard here. Jeez.
Well, right. I'm trying to get a show match with Miguel again. We once many months ago had one, and he has been too afraid of me to play in one since.
Well, yeah, it's because you use the dirtiest tactics in the world, Canuck.
Cause what? Sorry.
You use the dirtiest tactics in the world.
Excuse me.
You're like a wrestler that comes in with a pouch filled with sand to begin with.
You don't even know what the score of the series was.
Well,
I will let you know. We played all 9 games of our best of 9, Miguel and I, and it was a 9-0.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Well, you don't even know who won.
Well, it still doesn't sound good though, does it?
No, well, no. For the losing player, it was not good. They felt very distraught and pitiful. But I can tell you, this player who lost the 9-0 has improved drastically. And the next time I can finally nail down Miguel for a show match, it will be more than legendary.
All right. That sounds good. Let's hope he's up for it then.
He is. He just won't give me a
lot recently as well.
Sorry? That he has.
What you say last little bit before I rudely interrupted?
Huh?
What did you say last when I was rudely interrupting you?
Oh, I wasn't saying anything. I was just agreeing with you. So you did not interrupt, nor were you rude.
I see. Well, I still felt a little bit rude.
But that's the reason. One of the reasons why I love casting with you, because you're not afraid to interrupt me, because I can talk. I'm a talker, but you're not afraid to just go. And I'm like, yes, good. Someone that can just is not afraid to go for it. I love that.
Please take over.
I need that sometimes where it's like, oh, good, I can stop and take a drink.
Please, yes. So, yeah, I should have actually brought it. Ah, well, it's only a best of 5. I'm like, wait, I forgot a drink.
Do you know the streamer Winter?
Yes.
So I've taken a page out of his book because he has like those giant gallon-sized bottles of water, and so I stole one of the ones that we use for water storage at my house, and I'm now using that as my water bottle for while I'm at my desk.
Right, one of those that you usually put on top of like a water cooler, right?
Oh wait,
no?
Not those
Smaller?
big. Those ones are like 1.5 million liters.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just like those ones that that usually have distilled water in them, but I hear that's not good for you to drink. So it just filled with normal water. So as a rebel in chemistry labs, I would, because you use distilled water to clean stuff, when the teacher wasn't looking, I'd squirt some into my mouth as an act of rebellion. And because you're not supposed to.
You squeezed water into your mouth?
Well, you're not supposed to consume anything in a chemistry lab because, you know, chemicals and danger and stuff. But I'm like, no, screw this. I'm doing it. Yeah, it's all about safety and whatnot.
I don't think I had a very professional chemistry class then.
Well, this was in university, not high school. So
all right.
they're a little more they attempt to be a little more professional in university, apparently. I do not conform to said things.
I think my level of education was pretty much the level where then, like, instead of actual chemistry, they're just like, you know what, let's just say it's chemistry, but actually they're just teaching you cooking and stuff like that, you know. This is how a vacuum cleaner works, kids. You'll be using them later in your life.
Now go clean the school.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's chemistry. What? That's an interesting education system you got there, guys.
Yeah. The Dutch, they really do the best. They give the best type of education. All right, yeah. So Estrella's still not here. I don't know what is up with him.
Sometimes he has a hard time waking up. There was once, actually twice, where Sushi gave me his phone number to call him to try and wake him up.
I see. Is that something we're doing again here, or?
I don't know, but it was for ATL playoffs or whatever, and Estrella wasn't showing up, so Sushi, because he lives in Singapore or Hong Kong, one of the two, I can't remember. And so it's like, oh, you gotta call. You have cheaper long distance charges from where you're from. You call him, and so at first I text him like, do I call him Estrella or Max? I'm like, hi Max, Estrella, this is Captain Connect. Wake up. And then he didn't respond, so I called him a couple times, left him a message. He's never responded to me still to this day, but I can say I've called him.
He's still like, wait, how did this guy ever get my phone number? How did this happen?
I think I did mention that Sushi had given it to me. I'm like, yeah, don't worry, I got this from Sushi. But like, it's weird. It's like, does Sushi somehow have my cell phone number? I think he does by now.
You should watch out that the fangirls and Fear Dragon don't come after you trying to get his number as well. Now that information's out there.
It's true.
Yeah.
Fear Dragon? Is he always trying to get them deets? The numbers?
Well, I don't know exactly what happened, but I remember the story from Cheese Adelphia that he told us about, like, well, not me in particular, just on stream, right, as I was watching him, where he was like, he was talking about Neeb, and Neeb not wanting to take his phone number specifically, because he was like, him and some other people were going to do something, like having dinner or something after, like, some tournaments, and they saw Neeb when he was still kind of up and coming, right? And he was like, yo, you want to come with us, you know? And he was like, no, that's okay. I'm going to go home and eat there and stuff like that. And he was like, all right, well, I mean, if you want, I can give you my number. And then if you change your mind, you know, because he was like, you know, maybe he will. And then sometimes you say no. And then later on, you're like, oh, you know what? Whatever. Might as well. And then apparently there was a little bit of a scuffle and like a little bit of back and forth, and then ultimately Neep just said, "No, I don't want your number." Just like straight up. And yeah, he felt very insulted.
man.
So I don't know. It just feels like he's after those high-level Protoss player their numbers. To me.
I don't disagree, but it's just I feel like there isn't enough drama in StarCraft, so people try and make drama happen. Like it just kind of is like this. This wasn't ever intended to be there, nor should it be, but it happened. So whatever.
Well.
But it's it's okay. It's okay. One day, Fear Dragon will get all the numbers he desires, and will be content. But I mean, Fear Dragon's already got a lot of stuff going for him. If he doesn't have one person's number, I don't have most people's numbers, especially girls, Kappa.
Lol lol lol.
Man, I'm looking at Max Pax's stats right now. Hot dang, he's 30th on ladder, GM ladder. On EU. Where's Cyril though? Cyril's not on here. What the heck? He's hiding. The real question is, who is number one, the barcode?
I don't know exactly. I don't know. But yeah, it's not looking good so far for Alpha X. They might not take a 1-0 loss there from Estrella as well. Their ace player, basically. Wouldn't it be good? Wouldn't it be good?
I think. No, that would be unfortunate. I really want to see an Estrella versus Max Pax game. I've never actually seen No, I've seen Max Pax play once against Maru in a tournament where Max Pax carrier rushed him, and it didn't work.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds fun.
It was really funny, but no, Estrella. They're taking the 1-0. But that's okay. Next up, we're gonna get Cuddle Bear versus Showtime. It'll be okay. Tell me it'll be okay.
No, he said like if he isn't here at point 16, so it's like still 2 minutes.
Oh, I read it wrong.
I don't know if he means even if we do play the first match before this, but yeah, it makes sense though. I mean.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if player doesn't show up, that's the rule.
Yep, that's the rules.
We uphold the rules.
That's
rules
right.
are important.
No
Without
matter
rules,
how annoyed we are by the circumstances. Oh well.
Some people have to face the consequences of their actions, and if Estrella is going to sleep in, well, gosh dang it, he's gonna lose. Those who sleep on the job don't get to keep the job, you know.
Oh boy, oh boy. Well, I saw there was another player almost being announced, right? No, is that not what it is? On the Twitter feed of Alpha X. Were you seeing this?
Oh, yeah. The whole egg thing. I don't think it's a new player. I have a very sneaking suspicion of what it actually is.
I think it might be.
Okay, what makes you think that? I want to hear your reasoning behind it.
All right, so you know how Alpha X calls their players dragons?
Yep.
Right, that's my reasoning. They call them dragons. Eggs come from dragons. Dragon eggs, right? They're a thing. It just makes sense to me. Just makes sense to me.
That does make sense.
They're hatching another dragon. That's what's happening. So it might be a young player as well. Who knows?
It could be. That actually is a very interesting theory because maybe Sushi. I've been asking Sushi to give me the tag Baby Dragon for like ever since I joined Alpha X. Essentially, I want to have the role of Baby Dragon, and have asked him, what do I have to do to earn the role of Baby Dragon? And he never gives me an answer. But it could be that we're having a new class of dragons called baby dragons because we had that younglings tournament. But what I think the egg means, and if you look at Sushi's logo, if you look at Sushi's logo, it's this baby dragon. And I asked him about it. He's like, oh, it's a logo for the next Younglings tournament thing that we're going to have.
Oh.
And so I'm going, that egg is for the logo of the next Younglings tournament.
Oh.
That's my theory. I don't have it confirmed, but that's my theory.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But I could be completely wrong, so.
No, it could be.
No one quote me.
I just thought like, oh, this is pretty cool. This is how they're gonna announce new players. That's pretty neat. Neato.
And they might.
Create some hype, create some tension. We're actually gonna go into the game here. How crazy is that? It's not Estrella though. That's a bit of a bummer. But I mean, Showtime and Cuddle Bear, pretty top notch. Pretty top notch map here. Match map. Both of those should be fine. That's okay. I'll let you do some talking now. I've embarrassed myself enough.
Alright, I'll start by introducing the first player. In the bottom left, here on the map, Zen. One of the top Protoss players in all of Europe. From Team Mkers, it's showtime!
Alright, beautiful, beautiful. Let me just check this. Alright, and in the top right side of the map, we have a green player from Team Alpha X. Who could it be? It's none other than Cuddle Bear. Some people think, you know what, Alpha X, they only have Vindicta as a professional Terran player, but no sir. No sir, you will be slapped down. Well, Massa as well, but then Cuddle Bear, oh my dear lord, he has some lovely stuff up its sleeves.
I was about to ask you, why did Cuddle Bear build his supply depot by his command center? Well, I'll tell you why. Because he's proxying a barracks. Now it's just a single barracks, so it's just gonna be some cheeky fast Reaper play. But Showtime doesn't know that, and maybe could it even be a full proxy 1-1-1?
He's checking. He's checking. I mean, the full proxy 1-1-1. I'm not a big fan personally, but you know what? Some Reapers, I'm okay with that.
Canuck is Estrella? I wish. In the chat.
It's being said in the chat? What's wrong with my chat?
Well, no, you might have it off. I have the setting on where it's like, if when you're in game, you still get to see like group chats other than just direct messages, and so they've started a game and someone was like, Canuck is Estrella, and I'm like, I wish. We
could just like pretend, though, right, that you are, and say, yeah. I mean, it's better than just taking a straight up loss. This way, we still have a slight chance of victory here. The Reaper's actually coming into the main base.
I could just do the Mega Pro Brush against Max Packs and see if it works. Oh, the Reaper! What a snag! That was a really bad.
It's not optimal, is it? No.
That was a little bit of a slip up there from Cuddle Bear, but we'll let it slip for now. It's the morning for him, so you know it's probably hasn't played a lot of games yet today.
I think Cuddle Bear is the kind of player though that would wake up earlier than normal and then get a couple of games in, so he's sure that he's gonna be in top-notch shape here. He feels like a responsible guy is what I'm trying to say.
Yes. No, Cuddle Bear, just no one has a name like Cuddle Bear and isn't responsible. Because you only have the confidence to name yourself a bear that cuddles. Oh. I
think he's having a little bit of the jitters here as well. All right, yeah, I'm pretty sure now.
That's GG. Well, that game happened.
I don't think he's feeling very comfortable here, and just instantly GG.
I don't. Zealot walks into your base. Well, that's it.
Okay, I'm done.
Showtime Zealots, I guess, are just that more intimidating.
But yeah, there were a couple of things, right? That must have been like that wouldn't really happen a lot with Cuddle Bear. Like, I mean, his Zealot or his Reaper got stuck between the Zealots and the probes, right? In the middle, he missed the last shot on the probe. He hit a Stalker instead accidentally, and then he loses the SCV with the Zealot and the Stalker. I mean, that's a really rough position, honestly, to be in as a Terran. That's gonna snowball pretty hard.
And when you're against Showtime, you know Showtime's not gonna throw that, and he's gonna capitalize on it. There's no coming back from that. So smart decision, just GG up. But honestly, that looked a little. No offense to Cuddle Bear, because I've actually seen him play super well, and he's a beast of a player. But that looked more like me playing Terran. So it should have been asking, is Canuck Cuddle Bear right now? Because
oof, man.
I mean,
jeez, Louise.
You
wish you were Cuddle Bear. You'd wish you were so
do.
responsible and you know, just overall good at StarCraft 2.
What if they did let me play in place of Estrella? That would be.
Yeah. This is a bit of a feels bad. So yeah, I mean, it might just already be 0-0 or 0-2 for Mkers here. Man, that'd be a bit of a letdown. Although, you know what, it's gonna all be on Vindicta's shoulders here. Then he's gonna have to win, and then afterwards Asuna as well. All right, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Just leave me here on my own.
Maker 60. Yeah, okay, so I posted in the chat, like, I'll play in place of Estrella, and Glide's like, okay. I'm like,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
I go, no, well, it said Kappa, but I don't think Glide got it, so I'm like, I'm D2. Wait, Glide's from 3D Clan. What?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking
about. What in the world?
Glide is just like trying to contribute here. I don't know how he got in this group either, but he's just like, okay, go next now as well.
Wait, is he a player?
He's not on anyone's team.
What is Glide doing?
I don't know.
What the?
Glide? He's also a Diamonds player as well.
Wait, Glide, what are you doing here?
Please, someone send me the replay of Cuddle and Showtime as well. This is a weird one.
Dude.
He wants the replay
now. Oh, he's an admin.
Ah, that makes sense now.
That makes sense. Twitch streamer for RSL. I'm just gonna stop typing, because every time I type I seem to make the situation worse.
Yeah, oh well.
Because everyone's trying to, none of the people actually in charge speak English except for Sun Lily, so I'm probably just confusing the heck out of them.
Oh man, I really hope Vindicta is here. Okay, he is here.
Oh, okay, he's here. Oh good. Oh my goodness. I mean, I would love to play. I think that'd be hilarious if I was playing against Max Pack.
Yeah, you probably knew some weird cheese that he's never seen before. Who knows? It might work.
I'd totally just pro brush him. I'd 100% do it. I wouldn't even care. That or what would I do? Or I'd do something weird. I'd like hard wall off and mothership rush. Just say screw it. Oh, no. I know. Oh. Invite to game. There we go. I know what I'd do. I would hard wall off, but send a probe out, drop a nexus in his main, and just build up a bunch of zealots, and then recall in all my probes and zealots and win.
And yeah, take the victory.
Yep, easy clap.
Take the victory. All right, fair enough.
If you were to play like what if you were playing against Soul right now? It's a TVT. What would you do?
Wait, what happened? Oh, it's the wrong map.
Rip.
Gosh darn it. All right.
Come on, Glide.
So many things going wrong now.
It's
the right map? Oh, it's Nightshade.
Mondays.
We were on.
We were in the right map.
Were we on Thunderbird?
I thought we were on Nightshade.
It looked like Thunderbird to me. It might.
There was like a
Nightshade.
weird. There's a weird M beside the Nightshade though.
Maybe it wasn't like the ladder version or something. The ladder edition. There we go. That's like Nightshade.
Yeah, Kozan, you're playing. That's right. Yeah.
I mean, I have the same profile picture as Vindicta, so you know, that means I'm really good.
Yeah.
Means I can do it.
So Kozan, you and me is the next show match, next
Oh,
APS,
man.
right?
I don't know if that's true.
We should.
Well, I mean, if
What
there's
if-
some Maturino codes involved, maybe. You know?
How much money would it take for you to show match me? That's the real question.
Oh, it required a lot of money. It at least required multiple dollars.
Just how many?
Yeah.
'Cause well, I will pay you to show match me, but if it's not too high of a cost.
Oh, all right. I mean, here is one of the best foreign Terrans in the entire world right now. Maybe the best Terran in EU overall. I mean, by definition, you would make that US region as well, I would guess, because Special is now officially a Korean.
As he's joined the Chinese team.
Yeah.
But he's changed his name to Major, which is much more of a Korean.
Wait, he
player
changed
name.
it back to Major again?
Well, that maybe he's. I don't know, because as with the announcement, it was saying Major and such have joined. And I'm like,
Oof, alright.
okay.
This
I
is
don't know.
confusing me now. Anyway.
Brain hurts.
In the bottom right side, we have a blue Terran player from Team Mkers. They're up 1-0 right now. Maybe 2-0. Who knows? He is Soul.
Woo! With the Zergling Carbot star.
Yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba doo! Alright, and in the top left here on Nightshade, a bit too dark of a map for my liking, but hey, that's okay. It's the Red Terran from Alpha X, one of the best in the NA scene. Looking to keep his team alive, it's...
For God's sake. I did the zoom and everything. What happens? Kanuka, you messing
what?
with me?
What happened?
You
What?
said it is, and then you just cut out.
No!
I thought you were
Okay,
messing with me. I really did.
No,
it was kind
no,
of funny.
I promise.
It
That-
would have been
I
funny.
don't- I-
just be
I don't
quiet
mess
at that point, and I'm just like, wait, what? It's like...
On April 1st, maybe, but I don't mess around with my intros.
Alright, alright.
I love my intros because I can just be super intense and exciting and hype. And...
Yeah.
But we got the two
Oh, it's
racks here out of Vindicta. Did Soul see it? Soul didn't see the second racks. Kozan.
I mean...
Disaster.
It is the, it's mostly a defensive build, isn't it? He did go for the single gas here, and honestly I do think that the double Rex doesn't match up that well against the one Rex quick expand. I think it's more so like defensive against like the double gas opening. Personally, but we'll see. I mean, he still has more Reapers here. He still could snowball this a little bit, but yeah, look at that. So also 2 Reapers now. He does move into his own mine though, which is a bit of a all right, yeah, there you go.
Oofty-doopfy.
Yeah, that's a fierce
However,
bagger. 2 more Reapers in the way, but there's a Hellion almost about to pop as well, and that Hellion is gonna roast these Reapers. Sorry, I destroyed all the hype here.
No, that's totally cool because I was creating false hype, so shouldn't. But oh, can Vindicta do it? Blame the ping. Blame the ping.
That's what we'll do. That's you know what? Classic
'Cause,
US people.
The most amazing Reaper micro I've seen is from Vindicta, and that was close, but that didn't seem fully like a normal Vindicta Reaper micro.
Yeah, definitely a little bit off there. Probably, you know what? It's early too, right? It's very early thing. It's like I don't know what time is it for him?
It's like 10:30.
Yeah, it's
in the
too
morning.
early. I mean, if he stays up for until like 5 AM, that's
Yeah.
only 3 hours of sleep. Ooh, targeting down the Hellion though. Nicely done. Soul,
Snipe the Hellion, only losing 1 Marine. Nicely done.
you know what? Soul, one of the players that I've seen have some of the best Reaper micro, but that was just not it. Didn't see it there. Maybe it's the ping. Maybe he's just sleepy. Who knows?
What time is it for y'all Europeans over there?
I don't know. It's spread out a lot. I think it's like 8:30 PM. So
Oh wow.
yeah, for him at least. For me, it's 7:30. So I mean,
Oh,
it's
that's beautiful.
prime gaming time, honestly.
It's prime time, baby.
But I mean, if we're making excuses for Vindicta, we should be doing the same for Soul here.
Soul's the enemy, though. We can't make excuses.
We cannot be biased, right? That would be unprofessional of us. I mean, can we cry when Vindicta loses? Yes, all right.
Yes.
I mean, it's acceptable. We'll have to try to hide it, though, of course. But overall, you know, it would be quite unprofessional of us.
I mean, if you can be unbiased, I'm gonna be totally biased, regardless of whether it's professional or not.
We'll balance each other out that way.
Okay. You'll be so unbiased that my biasness will be middle of the road somehow. I don't know how that works, but it will.
All right, yeah.
Oh, also, fun fact, I just realized, as an observer in a game, I can do camera location hotkeys as well.
Really?
Yeah, like with my normal hotkeys.
That's pretty good.
So, because I've always sometimes wondered, like, I'll see an observer for WCS or whatever, his mouse will be in the middle of the map, and he'll just randomly jump to a base. I'm like, how in the world did Mapu do that or something?
Yeah.
And I bet they do camera location hotkeys.
Yeah, I'm too lazy for that, even in the regular game.
I used to be, but then Guitar Cheese was coaching me, and he's like, no, you need to do camera location hotkeys. I'm like,
Come on.
fine. It was really helpful for me.
This is why you don't get coaching, alright? This is...
I mean, it's true. It's true.
this is the base of Vindicta, by the way. It's quite late, isn't it? Compared to Soul.
The worker counts are decently even, though, so...
Oh, but the Cyclone has something to say. You target still the least amount. Oh my dear lord. I mean, that doesn't influence me at all. I don't really care about what happened with the Cyclone. It's okay. I'm not gonna...
kind of...
Well played there by Soul, I suppose. Nicely done. Good pick up.
I feel like Vindicta was just sacking it. It's just sacking it? I don't know. I guess
he was supply blocked there for a little bit, so who knows?
Supply blocked again. Vindicta!
What
What's going on, my dude?
Raven did get scouted by the supply depot, so you know what? There's already Marines coming along. Oh my dear lord. That's a quick pull away.
Yeah. I feel like Vindicta can hold this here as he has more tanks. Careful! Oh, the siege tanks weren't in good position, but wow, nice anti-armor missile on top of that entire army.
Did he lift up Marines to avoid anti-armor missile on some of them, or?
Yeah.
Were they there already to begin with?
I didn't notice them in there before, so I could be wrong.
Oh boy,
he
that's
might
a big
be
drop.
going.
Oh, I'm missing a lot here.
Dang.
A lot of Raven as well. It's not way past. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Everything will be good.
Everything's okay.
Soul is just a beast.
Yep. Soul is doing really well. Vindicta losing 17 workers, but is now going to have 1-1 completed. Both players having 1-1, neither starting 2-2 just yet, but Soul does have the armory on the way, whereas Vindicta does not even have the armory on the production tab. Soul beginning to move forward. The siege tanks are now in range of the command center. The command center is going to have to lift Knight anti-armor missile, and this push is going to get shut down for now. Soul not going to be able to move it, but the third base will have to relocate. But there's a drop already there to meet the retreating SCVs!
Oh boy, that's very unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, Vindicta definitely solidified. Oh my god, what? We should not watch this. We should not watch this. Oh my dear lord.
That was... I just...
Something's wrong with Alpha X today, guys. I don't know.
Mkers, Julian.
We broke Alpha X. Where's Estrella? We need Estrella.
They seem so off. They're like, well, if Estrella gets to sleep, and why the heck did I wake up for this? So they're just doing this to screw with Estrella, I guess. Oh man, so does that mean...
Everyone's just in a panic.
Yeah, that was just Cuddle Bear and Vindicta, both with super uncharacteristic
He's
games.
here though. He's here. Estrella's here.
Estrella made it. Frickin' finally, dude.
I'm not sure if they still want to play this game though, but
yeah, like
if they don't, this was already it. This was a 3-0 in that case. Man, this would be the saddest winner bracket finals in any team league ever. If that's the,
Wait,
oh
this
my
was the
God.
bracket finals?
Yeah, man.
This is the finals?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! What are Vindicta and Cuddlebear doing?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know exactly, man. It just maybe that exact thing is just messing with their
my
heads.
gosh. I don't know, but it's like that their play has been feeling so. It's not them play. They gave their keyboard just to someone else. I swear.
Yeah, I think so.
Like this is just. I don't know, man.
Maybe they were still both sleeping in, and they just told their parents to go play for them, or like they.
Yeah, or like this one time, maybe they're playing from in their beds. I once played against this dude who was streaming, and he got super pissed at me and let me know that he was streaming and such. So for fun, I went and found his stream.
Yeah.
And he was lying in bed, and his stream was playing StarCraft in bed on triple monitor, and he's just lying in his bed with like his keyboard and mouse there and playing. And I'm like, the freak is going on? So maybe they're just being like that guy. Hyper-V saying it's too late. No.
It's too late.
But wait, if they've already if it's too late for Australia, then they've already won 3-0, so that should be the end. But you played another set first. All right. Well, we will.
This guy from Mkers, man. I don't know. I don't want to be rude, but that's a bit weird.
Well,
we play all games regardless. Oh, okay.
Okay.
But, yeah. So apparently, right? I don't want to cause any rumors, but apparently he told us that they would have a weak lineup today. I mean, I see both of their best players here. I'm like, well, I mean,
who
else?
You have,
Tell me.
That's like, no, this is not a weak lineup. This is all their best players.
This is all their best players, yeah.
Yeah.
He was
like,
mind gaming us right from the get-go. He was just trying to do this, and now he's like, well, at least Glide is here being like, you know what, no, you guys played another set first, so I guess that rule doesn't apply.
I don't know. Please show me some love to Sleepy Boy. No, Australia, don't be sleepy. Being sleepy has not paid off for our players so far. And you have to play against Max Packs, a very aggressive Protoss. Literally known for revolutionizing aggressive Protoss builds. In at least PvT. Someone who has caused Kozan much pain.
Oh shoot! All right. So apparently, sorry, I was reading the chat, but look at that.
Oh no!
Max Pax isn't here anymore. Australia's opponent isn't here anymore.
Oh
That's
no!
a rough one.
Well, I guess if Hyperbeast thought the walkover had happened, he would have told Max Pax he could go away. And Max Pax, being 14 years old, probably has stuff to do today.
Yeah, like homework, or you know, playing with a ball of yarn. Who knows? It's what I did at 14 years old.
Yeah. At 14 years old, what did I do?
I was a cat back then.
You were a cat.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's so cool.
That new movie is based on me as well. It's crazy. I had to shave a lot afterwards.
Okay.
Anyway.
I mean, I think Hypebeast has the argument. They did wait. I don't know. I don't get what Glide's saying. Like you played the second set first, but we played it. But Hypebeast saying, but we played it after we waited a while. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good point.
Well, I guess you were asking for StarCraft 2 drama, right? At the start of all of this.
I guess.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it's happening
but
now.
it's not even good drama. It's
not even
like,
fun
it's
anymore.
Just dumb.
Dumb drama. Well, I mean, that's drama, isn't it? I mean, Just wait until this blows up, you know, in our faces. It's gonna be good drama then, maybe. And then, yeah.
Yeah, and now Glide saying, like, I was here at 1912. Oh, crap. Well, you know what? We'll let these people decide. We're just the casters. We don't have to worry about this. We don't have to deal with it. We just do what we're told.
I think there's a little bit of a misunderstanding, right? So
yeah,
Hypebeast thinks that the rule applies to, like, if a player doesn't show up for this amount of time, then that specific match is forfeited, and like he doesn't get to play.
That's usually what
3D
happens.
Glide right now is saying, no, I mean, you agreed to play the first, the second match first, right? Because those players were there. Mm-hmm. So that means there wasn't that delay, and that means it should still be good. Because if you think about it, right? I mean, it's physically impossible for a Strayas match to begin if we're already doing the other one as well at the same time. Or at least it wouldn't make sense. Right? Am I right?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm also while listening to you, I'm also reading what people are saying, and everyone just seems to be confused about what
looks like we have a lot of
No.
Spanish people in our chat. What?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Sí, señor.
Hey, qué bueno.
I don't know really Spanish. Hermano.
Hermano.
Mi ama hermano.
Sí. Okay,
clock are not shown on the proof. Lol. That would be so funny.
No. Oh no. I just like no one knows exactly what happened. They can't agree on what was decided about what at what time based off of what rules apply, and so they're all just like it honestly seems like the blind arguing about how a painting looks to me. Like this is what this discussion looks like. Blind people all giving their opinion on how a painting looks.
Personally, I feel like we should do whatever Glide tells us, in a way.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Yes. Showtime now coming in. What's the problem? Showtime. Don't join in, man. Don't get involved. Don't do it. Oh no.
I'm telling Showtime to get involved here.
Have you guys heard about GameStop? Suddenly just told me to okay. Sorry. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. This is just silly at this point, like... okay. Alright. Well, I say we move on from that, and... are you excited for Christmas in a couple days, Kozen? Do you celebrate Christmas where you live?
Not necessarily. Not a lot of times. Sometimes my family's just suddenly like the week before Christmas, like, you know what, maybe we should do something this year. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to wait and see what is actually gonna happen there, and if I can go. Well, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, other than that, I mean, New Year should be good.
Yeah, New Year's. I don't really usually do anything for New Year's. It's kind of like a meh holiday for me. I don't really do much. Like sometimes my family will have like shrimp and crab and stuff. I'm not a huge fan of crab, but I do like shrimp. And then I don't know. Last few years, it's been really lame. Do you do anything fun for New Year's Eve or New Year's Day?
Well,
Do you go party?
I go to parties. Yeah, I hang out with the cool kids. You know, that too cool for school. The shooter kids. And yeah, I'm looking more forward. Like I've decided with a bunch of friends to go on like a festival though. That's a lot of fun. I don't know which one yet though exactly, but maybe Rock Werchter or Siget, one of those. I don't know if that says anything to you, American.
It doesn't.
No. The one is in Belgium. The other one is in Bulgaria, I believe.
Ooh.
So yeah, it would be a little bit nice. But yeah, I know that in the Belgium one, there's gonna be Pearl Jam and there's gonna be System of a Down. So actually, I've never seen System of a Down live before. It's one of those things where I'm like, you know what? It would be cool to be able to say that I've seen those guys live at one point in my life. You know?
Yeah.
Huh.
I've never been to a concert, so I can't.
You've never been to a concert?
No.
Why not?
It's never worked out.
How did it never work out? You just, you know, put
just
clothes
like,
on,
well,
get your wallet, and there you go. You're fine. You can go.
The issue is the emptiness of said wallet. As a high schooler, I didn't have a job while I was in school, so I didn't have any money. So there was no way. And there was one time the Imagine Dragons did come, and but then
yes,
I just didn't have the funds.
You didn't have the funds. It's the one concert you ever wanted to go to, and you didn't have the money to go.
I didn't have the money.
And ever since then, you've been traumatized to never go to any concert ever.
Never again. I have been to a comedian though before. I have gone to see Jim Gaffigan, who is a big time comedian. My sister last Christmas, because he was coming to my city, my sister last Christmas got us tickets to go see him together, and it was so much fun.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think the first real big concert I went to was actually The Who. I don't know if that tells you anything, The Who.
I feel like I've heard of them, but it's not really ringing a bell, so I can't.
Like from Who Are You? Who. And I'm sure you know some of that. Like a lot of their songs are
probably
from the NCIS and CSI kind of intro songs. Anyway,
I'm horrible at knowing artists, but yes,
all right.
no.
Anyway,
to the game.
Yeah, things happened. Apparently, Max Pax came back, and you know what? After a couple of gruesome minutes, painful, excruciatingly awkward minutes, where we just felt bad that Estrella was late, and they felt bad that Max Pax had already left because he was late, and you know what? We just didn't know what to do. Anyway. In the top right, we have the Blue Protoss. He finally woke up. I'm not sure if he had any type of warm-up. He is Estrella. Final hope.
The final hope of Ire. But the Tal'Darim, who have come to put an end to Ire's reign. The golden/orange Protoss from Mkers. It is Max Pax. 14-year-old phenom.
What a guy.
Not to be confused with the Finnish phenom.
Oh, he's going for a proxy.
Ooh, hello.
Maybe just a proxy pylon. No, he's keeping the probe there.
Classic Max Pax.
Is
this is gonna be 3-gate robo.
I mean, you didn't see him play a lot, did you?
No.
So anything he's doing right now is just classic Max Pax right now.
Well, I've just heard of the aggressive proxy nature of Max Pax.
Okay.
So that's about what I've got going on.
The double adapt opening, classic Max Pax here as well. Classic.
Max. Ugh. Every game, man. I wish he'd mix it up once in a while, you know.
It's funny, by the way. Did you think about both of these guys being named Max as well?
Oh, it's true.
And they have two Maxes fighting over Max dominance.
Is Do you know if Max Pax's real name, like in real life, is Max?
What if his real name is like Estrella? What if his real life name is Estrella?
Estrella's just missing the proxy. Oh my gosh, calculated. He literally went around the proxy. Oh, that's so unfortunate. No, Max.
That's you know, classic Max Angel here.
Classic Max.
Classic Max.
Is one of the adepts gonna lose their life? Yes,
Yeah.
one does go down for the probe. Estrella with a heavy probe lead right now. Max Pax with the earlier expo though. This proxy pylon not really being used for much just yet.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those pylons that you just kind of put across the map, right? To just be there, to confuse your opponents, being like, wait, where is your second pylon? What are you building on my side of the map? And you're gonna have these probes just running around continuously, trying to figure out what is happening. And that's basically what we've been seeing. Like, Estrella's had a probe continuously out on the map, maybe 2 at some point, trying to, like, find a proxy.
And he was able to get sneak another probe into Pax and be able to get a good scout on everything, so he was able to see recalling the adepts. The triple adept play not going to prove very successful, but Estrella now starting to push forward a bit with 6 stalkers, going for some 6 stalker pressure, getting a Forge and a Twilight behind this. Mortal production has begun though for Max Pax, so he shouldn't take too much strenuous damage to this. But we'll see what happens. That's a lot of sentries too. Holy cow.
Yeah. Oh my dear lord. Well, that's why you get them.
2 stalkers immediately getting trapped and picked off for the price of nothing. It's a Costco sample right there.
A bit of energy.
Cuddle Bear, Go Terran. Yes, especially in this game. Oh, that probe going to fall victim to yet another force field.
Who's the third Max here?
There's 3 Maxes in this clan war.
You have something to tell me?
Cuddle Bear knows something
Max
I don't. I don't know who the third Max is actually. Ooh, the 4 stalkers getting 4 probes. Nice pickoff sneak.
Imagine it being Cuddle Bear and we're just like, we just don't know his name.
I'm gonna have to look this up. You keep the commentary going. I'll look up on Twitter what Cuddle Bear's real name is.
That's what I've been doing so far. After all, there's an immortal push with a lot of adepts coming along the way for Estrella's base here. A lot of stalkers are waiting. There's only a single shield battery. It's not really the prettiest of sights here for Estrella. But you know what? This flanking bunch of stalkers actually getting a couple of picks, gaining the value. He needs time, really. That's what he needs. He has blink on the way, but the blink it's still pretty far away. So it's, you know what? It's like halfway there. It's still boarding the plane in a way. Maybe it's like halfway along its flight, but yeah, definitely still needs a bit more time to really land that plane into existence. And oh my dear lord, that's a big shade right into the probe line. I'm not sure if I like this necessarily. I mean, it's kind of giving Estrella the opportunity to fight half of the army before having to fight the rest of the army. No, he has to sacrifice his 4 probes for the cost of it as well. I mean, yeah, I'd say that's pretty good for Estrella. Yeah, very solid, in fact.
A really solid defense. Now, the advantage...
Yes?
The advantage here for Max... What, sorry?
No, I was just thinking, like, I think Max Pax just kind of fumbled that one more so than the defense being solid. I'm not completely sure, but... Right?
Well, Estrella made the right calls, because Max Pax's idea there was to put the adepts into the mineral line to draw Estrella's army into a place where he could just sandwich it, because force fields don't really do a bunch when you're already on top of the army. So usually what happens in that situation is you put the adepts there, the rest of the army comes in, because you either have to go and attack the army that's coming in that isn't the adepts, and then let your probes die to the adepts, or you trap your army between the adepts and the army coming. So normally for Max Pax that'd be a really good situation, but Estrella with his pylon and shield battery positioning was able to force field out Max Pax's army just far enough away that it couldn't engage into the attack with the rest. And here's some nice blink play up into the main. No third base for uses Estrella, and with Immortals here, Max Pax feels safe, but these stalkers are causing such problems.
Yeah, nicely done there. Killing off the War Prison as well, just as it was out of that Robo. Cuddlebear's really set now.
Yeah.
Why is
Cuddle
he
Bear,
sad?
why is he sad? I think his name's Max, but
His
we
name
didn't
might be
know
Max,
that.
and we just didn't know. Yeah.
Because I checked Twitter and he's just, I'm Cuddle Bear. That's all he is there.
You know what? It
So-
might be. It might be Max actually. I think you know what? Let's just call him Max from now on, shall we?
Yeah.
Cuddle is Max.
So-
Oh my God, Gino just told us. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I knew
Gino's-
it. I even made the
Yep.
joke about like him. What if he's Max too, and we're just being assholes here? Oh my God. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Apparently
will.
we're just trash people. I'm sorry, Cuddle. I didn't mean to not know your name was not Max.
I'm an idiot. I don't know half the people's name at my work. You know what?
I mean, in my defense, you didn't make it that obvious that it was Max. Because on Twitter, you're not Max.
True, true. We're seeing another attack coming in here, by the way. I'm not sure what the forces are of Australia. It looks like a lot of Archons, so they should do good against this bunch of Zealots. But other than that, I'm not sure what he has against those Immortals. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
He has the upgrade advantage, which is huge.
Yeah.
He has +2 to +1. The Archon drop here in the main is actually a really smart play. Because Estrella, that with 2 Archons and those 3 Zealots, Estrella's going to have to dedicate a good bit. And here comes the rest of the army for Max Pass. Estrella splitting his army gorgeously, though. And here comes everything onto it. The Zealots attacking each other. The Archon's not really able to help support either side. But Estrella withdrawing a little bit there. Archon's now able to support at killing the Zealots of Max Pax, and Max Pax is going to have to withdraw for now. Back in the main, the drop has been cleaned up, and that War Prism's going to be able to escape with both Archons alive.
Very good, very good. I mean, I like the attempt there by Max Pax. I thought he was gonna get more done, but Estrella quickly retreating to those shield batteries and back to safety again. This War Prism from Estrella, I don't think it managed to do that much either. I'm not quite sure. Actually, I think it was just one single Immortal, and it looks like it got taken down by probably just a couple of Zealots that got warped in here.
Yeah. There is I didn't realize how much open space is around here, actually. It's really impressive. Now it's either this one or where with Liberator range, you can actually have a Liberator out of range of any ground unit, and that can hit the mineral line in the main.
Oh.
But I think it's Simulacron, or however it's pronounced, not Eternal Empire.
I just say Simulukurugu, or whatever comes to mind.
Hey, Macarena, Macarena.
Exactly.
Alright, so we got a bit of a tech difference here. Estrella going for something you don't typically see in PvP anymore, Colossus. And Max Pax going for a little more typical Disruptor play. I'm curious to see how this goes. Estrella with the army and economic advantage right now, as well as upgrades. We'll see how this plays out. But here we go.
What about Estrella, he's adding on for Stargates. Is he adding a fleet beacon too? No.
Is he adding a what?
A fleet beacon. He's getting the air weapons upgrade, so that kind of insinuates to me that he's gonna go for. Wait, of course he can't add the Starby or the fleet beacon yet. Forgot how the progression tree works here, but yeah, I mean he must be going for carriers then, right?
It's most likely he's going to be going for that. Now, it could potentially be a Flux Veins play because the speedy Void Rays are super fun. I love using them. They're a good time and a half. But
do those benefit a lot from the +1 air weapons as well?
Phoenixes?
No, the Void Rays.
Oh, it's for the Disruptors. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen this in a while. I usually just eat the Disruptor shots because why the heck not? But players that are really good, like Estrella, who is doing a huge Zealot run by here onto the third base, a whole army of Max Pax is actually going to retreat. It's recalling everything, but so many probes are going to die before. And actually, the Zealots... Yeah, good catch a lot of those, actually. 14 probes going down, though. Oof.
Still 4 make it out. I mean, that's still enough of a little bit of a nuisance squad that can come back to bite you later on if you don't deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to have to be super careful there. Estrella with a 4th base completed and starting to run. This is Really nice play from him. Really ahead here in terms of economy. Now, the way the Phoenixes were good players with the micro to do it, can when the disruptor goes off, if it's lifted, the disruption nova is canceled. And so what good players will do is they'll just lift and then immediately cancel lifting the disruptor, and then have the Phoenixes go back to doing other things.
Run away again, yeah. Got some Colossi. What are the long units? Okay, okay.
And MaxPax is getting Colossus too. I think he might have seen the Phoenix. No, he might have seen the thing. So it stopped disruptor production.
You know what, Canuck, we had to wait a little while here for this game, right? But you know what, so far, it's the best game yet, even though it's a PvP. Not really everyone's favorite matchup.
It's my favorite matchup, particularly to play, but it's also been longer than I think the other games combined.
Yeah,
but that's a
couple.
The other players were tired.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. Estrella had a good night's rest. It's unfair advantage.
Sure. The other players were kind and showed up to the match on time, but then Estrella slept to make sure he was rested for the game.
They were the real team players here. They came in on time, so Estrella could have a night's sleep here. That's a big run by actually from MaxPax. That's managing to do quite a bit here, but a big wall bin coming in from Estrella should be able to clean it up. There's two forces in the middle though. I've not seen that many big disruptor hits yet, but with those Colossi, it must be difficult, right, picking them up here. But you know what? Estrella's doing it, making it work.
That's lasers, lasers, and lasers and lasers. That's can't really tell who's doing what in terms of winning in this, because
I think the two immortals there are really key in that victory for MaxPax.
They help a ton. Now the Archons, if they can get on top of the Immortals are toast. But the damage output, especially as Colossus, I think are considered armored. So the Colossus have to be really careful of that. Ooh, the Warp Prism of MaxPax getting sniped by the Phoenixes. The Archon count, I think, is also a little bit in favor. Yeah, the Archon count's in favor of a MaxPax, so Estrella has to be really careful, retreating to more defensive positions. Phoenix is going to try and get some pickoffs. Now we're starting to see oh, sorry, go.
Yeah, but there are carriers right now on the field, and more are on the way. Mothership too. +2 air weapons is coming in, gonna kick in pretty soon. That should help out a lot against those, against this army, I believe, for MaxPax here.
100%. So Estrella has been playing this really safe because he had the economic advantage and could have just tried to go and get to the maxed out Archon Colossus big ball army. But since MaxPax is going for the same thing, Estrella, knowing he had the economic advantage, is deciding to go for the superior PvP late game army, because Golden Armada will win. I've lost many a game to a player going Golden Armada when I've been going for more ground, because it scales better than the ground.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And Mama just came home, which is also really scary.
Look at that,
Yeah, especially
+3 air weapons, almost ready for those carriers. They are gonna absolutely tear some Protoss units apart here that are the wrong color. The orange color.
So with Archon's carriers and the mothership, MaxPax is in some deep trouble. He's doing a good job at denying a 5th base here for Freya, trying to buy himself as much time as possible. Here it's just try and get maxed out, get as much upgrades, and
Freya rotating the wrong way here though, going in the absolute wrong direction, and MaxPax might be able to get a base here, but no, actually, no, he's still going for it. Alright, I mean, he's kind of melting here because of those carriers. Really difficult situation for him to push in that in between the the terrain and the nexus there, but he tried it anyway and he's being punished for it now. GG is called, in fact.
GG. MaxPax had the right idea. He jumped in and was able to snipe a carrier too, but Mama came over and MaxPax did not have any detection with him at the time, so all of the juicy carriers disappeared and it was just a DPS city for Mr. Max Angel, aka Estrella.
Wow, he did it. He kept the dream alive. Alpha X still in this.
It is now a score of 2-1, and we should hopefully be able to go into the next game slightly faster. than the previous 2, or 3, or whatever number it is. Because yeah, soon as here, so we're gonna be able to go in game 4 and see if we can pull it to the ace.
We'll need it. We'll need it pretty heavily here. Asuna, he's got a lot of weight on his shoulders and a lot of food on his plate for him to eat up. And let's hope he's going to be able to do so. Have you seen his opponent before play?
Aquarion.
I think I have myself actually.
I feel like I've
good.
casted an APS with Aquarion in it.
I think I've seen him in WCS as well. Like the ones I casted.
Nice.
Open bracket might be. Maybe.
Are you gonna be casting the IEM Katowice qualifiers?
I am not. No.
Ah, did you apply?
I didn't. No.
Oh, that'd be why. Okay.
I didn't realize in time what was happening.
Oh, lame.
Oh well.
It's okay. It's
It
okay.
happens.
I will cast in your memory.
Thank you.
I will have a tribute to Kozan on my stream.
Nice.
I will
Maybe.
I will go on because I'm for sure able to do NA qualifiers both days. I'm trying to.
What we could do actually is like you record my laughter or something like that, and whenever you say a voice, you just press a button so that I'm just there like. Just like
They're so good.
yeah.
Okay. I need to do that at some point. That's what I should do because I'm building myself a stream deck.
Oh, nice.
You know what? Yeah. So I got myself a Raspberry Pi. I don't know if you know what those are because it's not the food, it's the mini home computer. And so what you do is you code them to do what you want. And so I'm in the process of building myself a stream deck using it. I have the box. I've drilled buttons into it. And...
I'm sorry. I think you've been cheated. I mean, that is actually food, and you you've drilled boxes into a pie, Canuck. It's like
No, it's not. No, it's not pie spelled P-I-E. It's pie spelled P-I.
Oh.
Like it is a thing. Look it up, Google it, or whatever weird search engine y'all use over in the
Bing it.
whatever you're allowed to use with your content laws and stuff. Ruining Blizzard's game. So
I'm not sure we're having a lot of Chinese viewers here, Canuck. I don't know what you're referring to otherwise.
I don't know. You guys have all like your security content laws, so now StarCraft can't have MMRs. Despite I'm just bugging you. It's a whole.
Okay.
It's everywhere.
I was like, maybe we do actually. I'm not completely sure. There's a lot of weird laws going around these days.
Who even knows? None of it makes sense, and then when you have to worry about it on scale.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we're waiting for the next game.
Yeah.
Asuna
I don't know.
versus Aquaron. I hope I'm saying that right. Aquiron or Aquaron? It just means Aquaron. Just sounds like more of a thing to me.
I thought it was Aquaron.
Aquaron. Oh.
But that could also be incorrect. What's the way you think it is? Again?
Aquaron.
Aquaron. Aquaron. That actually sounds correct. Aquaron.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. We're gonna go with that into the next game, and
every time I hear that it reminds me of that song. Like it's the age of Aquarius. I don't know how it goes exactly.
I'd buy it.
I mean, if he ever like becomes GSL champion or something, I'm gonna have to make that into a whatchamacallit, a parody song.
I need to finish. I have a parody I'm working on. I also need to finish the history of maple syrup.
Ooh, the history of maple syrup.
Like how it came to be. Though, dude, Estrella just asked, how did you get such a rugged and manly voice, Kozan, and so luscious?
Wait, what?
Estrella,
is this the first time you've ever tuned into my stream, Estrella? Is that what this means? Is that what this means, Estrella?
Hey.
Oh,
Take it as
a nice compliment.
Estrella,
I can turn around immediately on myself. You see, that's my pride and joy there.
Estrella rarely speaks,
Yeah,
and does not hand out compliments like that very often. To casters, not like he barely ever.
All right, I'll answer you for now, Estrella. But
special.
I mean, don't take this as advice, or don't go down the same path. But it's actually I was born with it, and mixed with a little bit of cigarettes at one point in my life. So there you go.
Eventually he's gonna sound like this.
Yeah, so I stopped at right somewhere where I was, what, my voice is okay now. I can stop smoking, and maybe later on in my life it's gonna go back up to a high pitch and I'm gonna have to start again, which is gonna be unfortunate, but oh well.
I just kind of roll with whatever comes out of my mouth and hope it works. They haven't told me to stop casting yet, so I'm gonna keep hoping I survive. One day someone's gonna post like Captain Canuck needs to stop casting, and that's when I'm gonna give in to
one comment, and you're just instantly your career is gone.
I'm just gonna leave. Never to be. I'm just gonna leave this. I'm gonna quit Discord. I'm gonna cut off all communication.
You're gonna get 5 of those right now, right? Just to mess with you.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So today, after today, we're gonna take a week. And then it's gonna go in the rule again, because now it doesn't work anymore. Acheron. Pretty sure it's Acheron. Acheron, really?
Yeah.
Since it's Spanish, but
Acheron.
Aquiron.
Thank you, Lizlot. Appreciate that.
Well,
I think Estrella's next comment's gonna be Canuck needs to stop casting and let Kozan do all the talking. And I'm just gonna leave and quit everything.
Oh boy! Oh wait, that's the wrong one. There we go. Okay, you can do this introduction and show him how wrong he really is, even though he didn't say. Well, I mean, he still has to catch up with the stream. I'm interrupting again. Sorry, go on, please.
Oh no, you're fine. If he thinks Kozan has a rugged and manly voice and so luscious, we'll get ready for this. Spawning in the top left side of the map of named Ephemeron. In his traditional purple color, it's the Protoss player from Alpha X. Asuna! Woo! Woohoo!
Yabba-dabba-doo. I don't know why that's in my head. Anyway, in the bottom right, we have the green Terran player from Mkers. They're 2-1 right now. He is. One of the pronunciations. Acheron, Aquiron, Aquaron. We're not sure. I hope one of those are correct, and I really hope he's never gonna watch this VOD. Please don't tell him, guys. Please.
It was the pause. The pause got me. I was so ready. I was so ready for you to say it, and then you waited those few seconds, and it was like, one of the few pronunciations. Okay, so Asuna being super annoying with his probe. I have tried doing this, but I always tend to lose my probe and forget to drop my cybernetic score on time. So I don't do this. You
know what?
And Acheron, it's gonna be A-okay. So
I just realized that what Lizlot typed in chat, I can also pronounce in multiple ways.
Oh no!
I mean, it could be Acheron, it could be Acheron, right? Acheron?
Acheron.
Acheron.
Acheron. Acheron.
I know one pronunciation, which it probably isn't. I know one that I'm not gonna say either.
Kozan.
Yes.
Acheron. Aquarion is going to scout the proxy. Oh, it's a disaster! Does he? Oh no, and he scouts it before it can be cancelled. No.
It's just one pylon. Let's just say it's there to see if the third base is coming this way or not.
This Reaper, not gonna get any kills because shield batteries are good units.
They really are. Oh, I'm blocking the exit there. That's a bit brazen. Probs overestimating their own speed there.
What if there was an upgrade that made workers move faster? That probe really wants to kill that Reaper too. That probe is
that
like,
would-
I'm gonna get it.
Everyone would always get that one because you would get more money. Very much, you know. I think it would break the game.
That's true. Actually, it wouldn't.
It
And
wouldn't?
I can tell you why. Because I have played a arcade game
Right.
that has
Here we go.
called Imba League. Husky made it.
Okay.
Have you played it?
I don't think I have.
So the way Imba League works, it's super old and not really good anymore, but it would allow you to put different units' abilities as just a general ability that all units had. So like say
Oh.
Colossus range, every unit in the game would have it. So you'd have
Ah,
workers
right.
attacking each other from a distance of 9, and it'd be really funny. And so like every unit had Zergling speed, and so
The probes did too?
the probes did too.
Wow.
But it didn't make them mine faster because it didn't affect their like ability speed and or change their acceleration, and the distance is so short that the acceleration not being any different didn't allow them to use that speed.
I see.
So you'd have to change the acceleration.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. So we have a blink opener from Asuna. If we're gonna talk about the game, pretty typical.
Might as
Now,
well.
what is your go-to build in PvT right now, Kozan?
It is, you know what? I know you're a Protoss, and I know you're trying to get a show match out of me, so I'm not sure how to answer this right now. But you know what? I can go in generalities. Like you know what? Usually on the 2 base, you want to do something against the Protoss because otherwise they're just gonna run away with the game with that 3 base economy. And you know what? That's kind of what we're seeing so far coming out of Mr. Green Terran player right here. He's got his tank. He's got a second tank on the way. He's most likely gonna start marching. No, actually, he doesn't have stim pack yet, so he's gonna have to wait a little bit here. Did he cancel that second tank? What in the world? That must be a mistake, right?
I don't
no, wait,
know
it's
what
here. It's here in the main. Is it? Did he have a third one on the way? I'm so confused.
I don't really get this build. He looks to be very defensive against the blink play because he's got the siege tank in the natural, siege tank in the main, and the army with the Raven in the main. So he knows that something like this could be happening, but I don't think Asuna knows how prepared he is. Asuna hasn't gotten a good read on this. The Observer gonna come in. Oh no! The Observer goes down.
What's the vision on that Raven too? May have actually gotten it there.
Oh, this is a excellent defense out of Acheron. Doing a really good job.
Whistle made a good point there in chat. I don't know if you read it, but what you said was kind of funny actually. Now that I think about it.
It wouldn't break the game. In fact, I played something called Imba.
I played something called Imba.
Well, it's Imba League. It's Imba League, and you can
Alright.
look it up in the arcade. It is still there, but super old and kind of buggy.
Fair enough.
Someone should remake it. It's really good. But
It sounds like fun.
Asuna just gonna deny the third base for quite a while. Like there is
Yeah.
no third CC.
There isn't. He just wants to do a push, but I personally think he may have forgotten his stim pack there for a while. And I
Yeah,
also think
like-
he may have cancelled his third siege tank there. But I might be wrong on that one. On both of those
this
actually.
this push just feels so late.
Yeah.
Like, there's been no pressure on Asuna, so he's been able to probe up as much as he wants and get all the tech and units he wants.
I mean, it's still
Is
a
that
scary
fair?
army. Look at the army supply, though. Look at
Oh,
Asuna's
the
army
boys!
supply going up.
The boys! The boys have been pushed!
I mean, Asuna doesn't have any AoE damage either.
This is
That's a
true.
big deal.
Oh, that's actually a really bad thing. Okay, so he doesn't have all the tech that he wants. I thought he did. I wasn't paying attention. The fact that there's no AoE actually makes
Yeah.
it incredibly scary. And with Widowmines here to be able to deal with the charge
Force
shots.
field star.
Oh, the anti-armor missile and the force fields are so good. Oh, so much bile getting hit by that anti-armor missile, and Asuna can just back up for now. Okay, he's able to warp in more zealots. There is an immortal
scary.
here. I don't know.
This is scary.
There are High Templar that are warped in, but those are just going to be turned into Archons. Storm has, yeah, they're Archons. That immortal position
Oh
going to get
my
caught.
God,
The probe's being pulled off the line. Here comes Asuna. Kozen, I don't know about this one.
Hold me, Canuck. I don't know if this is gonna work out.
The Zealots have all been taken out by the Widow Mines. There's just Star Concept and Immortal. The probes and SCVs are dying left and right. The saving grace here for Asuna is that for every probe he loses, there's an SCV traded. This base is under fire, but he can afford to lose it. He doesn't need 3 bases right now. Zealots are being warped up into the main, preparing for that Bioforce to come in. Chronos are spent and gone. The natural of Asuna has fallen. Behind this, just more and more Marines produced. The Zealots, it's not enough to be able to deal with all that bio. Here we go, the Zealots come in, but the Stim Marines are just kiting and they didn't even have to kite. There was so much. Asuna, GG, Aquaron takes it, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is gonna be it. Mkers taking the series 3-1.
I think as this is happening, Estrella is just typing cheerful things about Asuna in chat as we are seeing this happening. I don't know what he's typing there in Korean, but oh well, that was a bit rough, man. That was a bit rough. Honestly, that army, it had been building up for a long time. I really do think that Asuna just kind of expected a 3rd base there. Instead, he got the full making of a 2-base Terran push that went all in, basically. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be 3-1 right now, and we're not gonna have an ace match, unfortunately.
No.
Unlucky. Yeah.
Man, yeah, that was a really good push. I thought it was so late.
It felt late. Yeah.
It
felt like the stim was late a little bit, right? And yeah.
But Acheron knew what he was doing, I guess.
Definitely did.
But imagine if there was like a Colossus or 2 in that army, or Storm.
You know what may have happened, actually? Maybe this is just me being an idiot, but I mean, what could have happened, right? Asuna, kind of expecting an earlier push, went on very heavy gateway tech, right? We saw a lot of Zealots, we saw Sentries, we saw Stalkers who spent all that money in that gateway tech to try and hold off the earlier push from the 2 base, right? But then, Aquaron just went for a lot more high-tech, kind of massive army instead, and he just stayed in his base for a longer period of time, made more units, and Asuna never really got the later game tech that he could have gotten, right, if he hadn't prepped that much for the earlier attack that may have gotten him, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes a ton of sense, actually, because he essentially did what the Protoss was doing, where it's just like, I'm just gonna make a bunch of tier 1 units. So it's that's the mind games there. That's actually really clever, because you make it think that, you have to prepare right now, and so you do, but that delays other stuff. But I'll just wait, do what you're doing. It's super risky though, because any kind of AoE and just Acheron's army's gone. Wow.
Yeah.
Dang, that was cool. What a game.
I mean, it's a bit of a gamble, isn't it, in a way, as well. But well played there by Team Mkers. They take the entire series, and that means they move on into the grand finals for this team league.
Congrats to them.
Not too shabby, not too shabby. But, I mean, I don't believe that Alpha X is out of this one yet. I mean, we did have a bit of a bumpy start there. I think Cuddle and Vindicta both kind of lost their will to live after they realized that Estrella wasn't showing up, you know. They needed their big brother, their big bro Estrella on the job to guide the team into victory, and then they would you know have their own will to just continue onwards as well. But yeah, bit unfortunate.
That's why you get proper sleep, everyone. Go to bed on time. Gosh dang.
Oh well.
Wait, so Lizlot thanking whoever made that build order where you get a Cyclone first. I guess it kills prisms, observers. I don't get why it goes across the map. Yeah, I don't know.
matter.
I don't know, Lizlot. Couldn't tell you. Some things like that are just for higher leagues because of how higher level players work. So you always got to adjust every build to your level of skill.
No, true. All right, anyway, Canuck, that was a ton of fun, man. Thanks for joining me today.
Oh, yeah.
And
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, sure, man. No problem. Anytime. Anytime when we're able, we should do this more often. And, yeah. Everybody, thank you for watching. Hope you had a good one. And see you next time, I suppose.
Yes, Merry Christmas, everyone, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye bye.